on. How you doing?
Oh, sorry, I just finished off a Big Mac.
Ah, good on you.
Just following up on the Muslim, what's it called, the burqa?
The burqas, yeah.
What's it to everyone, you know? Like, how's it affecting everyone's lives? How's it directly affecting everyone's lives?
Yeah, look, personally,
yep.
It doesn't affect me. The point I've been trying to make is it's about safety at the end of the day, okay? You can't walk into a bank, a building society, a post office, a service station with a helmet on because you can't see the face. They can't be identified. And that's the point that I'm making.
But it's not like it's covering the whole face.
Well, the burqas that you see in a lot of cases, yes, it is, aside from the slit where the eyes are.
Well, it's not like you can not totally identify a person with it on.
Well, I defy anybody to identify somebody wearing a burqa the way, that we're seeing the pictures, the images on television at the moment. You know what I mean? Where you just see the slit. You've got the whole face, the body covered. And look, it doesn't bother me if somebody chooses to wear that, or if somebody chooses to wear bathers around all the time. It doesn't bother me.
It shouldn't bother. It shouldn't bother.
And it doesn't. But I'm talking about the safety aspect and the security aspect. And yeah. I would be worried if I worked in a bank, a service station, or even a deli. I would be worried if every time somebody came in who I couldn't identify if they did the wrong thing.
Your point is more valued than all the other points everyone else is making. See, the reason that your point is the right point, but for what everyone else is making their point is for the wrong point. Everyone else isn't realising it for that actually thing.
Yeah, well, to me, that's what it's all about.
No, I don't think so. See, to me, listen, I'm an Aussie. I've got a lot of Aussie background, ethnic.
Yeah.
This country scene, this all started as soon as, what's her name? The redhead chick, politician.
Pauline Hanson.
That's right, when she was talking about a house was selling to Muslims.
Yep. Yeah.
Now this country was overrun by the English. This land has been raped, from its native. And now everyone here has a nerve to tell other people who's coming over here to have a better life, you can't do this, you can't do that. Where does everyone come off? It's not even your land. At the end of the day, it's not,
Well,
and you can say, why don't you go back where you come from? All right, fair enough. It's not your land either. Go back to wherever you come from. At least I know where I came from. I have roots. Most Australians have no idea where they came from. It's a bastardised race. Has no idea where they came from.
I think you're going a bit far, Trent, to be honest with you. I really do.
It's the truth, though.
It is not. It is not a bastardised race. I mean,
it is a bastardised
race. Where are your roots?
Andrew.
Now, Trent, where are your roots?
I'm Greek.
You're Greek, are you?
Yep.
Okay. Now, you know your roots. Everybody came from a different place, and I'd say the majority of people do know where they came from. They're either English, they're Greek, they're Italian, they're Afghan, they're India, Germany. You know what I mean? The majority.
I know what you're saying. I have a lot of my Aussie mates and all that. I'll ask them, do you have any idea where your background is? Do you have any idea where your family tree is from? They got no clue. But you know what? They don't even want to know about it either.
Yeah, well, if they don't want to know, of course they're not going to have a clue. Well, that doesn't mean we're a bastardised race.
Almost seems. Andrew, can you tell me where you're from?
Yeah. I'm a first-generation Australian, but my parents migrated out to Australia in 1960 from Germany.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you're German?
Well, no, I'm Australian. I was born here in 1964.
You were born here, but, I was born here as well, but I don't consider myself to have really Australian blood. If a cat's born in a dog kennel, does that make it a dog?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different. It's a lot different. No, that doesn't wash with me, that analogy. I'm sorry, Trent.
I disagree.
What sort of a Greek name is Trent?
It's my shortened name.
Well, what's your long name?
Well, Trent is short for Trexie.
Okay.
So, Trexie, Trent.
Yeah.
Galavis, which means understand.
All right.
So the same thing's happening in America now with all the Birkins and all that. You know, they're getting, you know, same thing with America. Half of them don't even know. America, at least this country has acknowledged it's a multicultural society. America, they haven't even acknowledged that. It's not on paper. We've got it on paper. In America, they don't know, but they don't want to acknowledge it.
Well, I don't believe that because...
it's true. They don't know that.
I know, but you can't say they don't want to acknowledge it because you look at America and it's so... I mean, they're just as multicultural as we are.
It's like here. It's a bit like here where you've got a lot of cultures.
It's very much like here.
Of course, it is a lot like here.
In fact, it's more multicultural than us.
It probably is, but, you know, a lot of the early English settler countries, America, Australia, New Zealand... we've all got the same sort of culture, you know, with all the multiculturalism. But if you want to call, the original, we want to call it, like, if not the Aborigines, but the ones that came after, you know, to me, they have no culture. The Australian culture, to me, is pop culture. Whatever pop culture is, that's your culture in Australia. Whatever you're following into, you know, footy can be a culture. Music can be a culture. Anything you go to the pub could be considered a culture. You know, so is in South and other countries. The barbecue is considered a culture here. So is in another 1,000 countries as well.
Yeah. Do
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, it's just because like a lot of these ethnicity groups have cultures, and Australians, I think, are being jealous because of it. They don't know what their culture is.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I really look. I can't look if you speak. No, listen. If you speak to people, if you go down to the pub, the front bar of your local pub, and that's all changed now as well. It's not what it used to be. But I wouldn't say they are jealous of other people's cultures.
I wouldn't say jealous. But no,
that's what you said.
They're not jealous.
Yeah, well, you just said they were.
Well, I'll admit I was wrong. They're not jealous. They're not jealous. Maybe they just pity themselves a bit that they want their own culture. They're trying to make their own culture. Well, no, by saying I'm having a Cooper's beer. Yeah. Or a snag on the barbie. You know. Barbecue's considered culture in a lot of other countries as well. Well,
I know. You look at the pig on the spit and all that sort of business.
Exactly. My idea of Australian culture is pop culture. You know, England has it. We have it. America has it. New Zealand has it.
You know, I think you're being a bit elitist, is what you're being. I think you're being a bit elitist. You're seeing...
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, and I'm just saying...
Yeah,
because it's easy to compare a civilization, if you want, and let's face it, the civilization pretty much began in Greece. You compare something that's been around for thousands of years, and you look at what a young country Australia is.
Exactly. That's true.
You can't make the comparisons between them, because... They're completely different.
Well, this country, I'm not saying this country has culture, but it's not the culture as everyone perceives it today. The culture, The real Australian culture is Aboriginal culture. That's it. At the end of the day, that's what it is. And no one can back down from that. That's what it is. Look, the foot is down on that. Everyone has to acknowledge that.
Well,
you know,
look, aside from the dream time, what culture, what's Aboriginal culture? What is Aboriginal culture?
No one knows it today because they've killed them all off.
We haven't killed them all off. There's lots of Aboriginals around here.
When you go and give, you know, you can say as much as you want what the government gives the Aboriginal, how much advantages they get. What do you expect when the culture comes and gets raped? You know, the Native Americans, well, they're gone. They're finished.
Yeah, you're talking about Native Americans now. You're not talking about Aboriginals. And I'm asking you, in relation to culture.
Well, you got art culture, you got food, the way they live. What festivals, you know, that's culture. Music, their music.
Yeah.
What's Australian music?
What's
Australian food? Find me an Australian dish.
Hey. Well,
I know we're going a bit too fast.
Yeah, you are. It's just, look, the Australian dishes, I mean, is whatever you want an Australian dish to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, you know... We can't just say, beer's very Australian. Like, how many times you go on a current affair and there's a problem with someone, and they say, this is very un-Australian.
Yeah.
What's Australian?
Australian, when it's un-Australian, it's about a fair go. That's what Australian is.
It should be like that in every society.
Well, it should be, but it's not. It's not. But at least when things are going bad in this country, I mean, what about Greece at the moment? I mean, they're burning down banks and killing people.
They've always had a shit attitude. Yeah. They've always had a shit attitude. The Greeks are like that. A lot of the European countries are like that.
Yeah, I know. All right. Hey, listen, I've got to go because I'm going to be late for the news again. Thanks,
Great.
All right, catch you, mate. It's back after the news. 8